So yesterday we discussed a few comments from John Landau made at BIF about Avatar 4 and the quality of Avatar 2. But in this video, let's discuss the rest of the comments made. The most important of which being that with each new sequel, they will continue to introduce new cultures and new biomes. Alright, so let's start with their comments on heading to the ocean for Avatar 2. James Cameron joined the conference virtually and said, "That's just really about my own love and joy in the ocean, and as a scuba diver, as an explorer, and as an ocean conservationist," he explained. So in the first film, we saw the rainforest, we saw the people of the rainforest and how they were under assault by the mining operations. And these are things that happened in the real world. In the new film, we'll see there's kind of damage done to the ocean ecosystem, which is also happening right here on Earth. So the films are an allegory for what we really are experiencing and the indigenous people right here on Earth are experiencing. And in teasing what the future Avatar sequels could tackle, he mentioned, "Creatively, we see more creatures, cultures, intelligent species, polar region, desert, and so on in the sequels. Our imagination has already gone wild," he said. "A lot of it has already been designed. We just have to bring it to life." And then John Landau also chimed in, confirming that we will indeed meet new clans and biomes. With each sequel, we're going to introduce audiences to new cultures and new biomes. We don't leave behind the cultures that we've met, Landau said. So there we have it, guys. I personally love this news. It was basically a given to think we would continue to meet new clans and new environments, but just to get that confirmation and a tease of a polar region as well as a desert region is awesome. Before meeting the Methkaina clan, I would have still been excited, but all we had seen in the games and comics were clans all looking pretty much the same physically, except for things like the clothes they wear and what they believed in. But with the Methkaina, we finally saw that the differences could actually be massive, and they can be fully adapted to their specific environment. With the difference in skin color, the arms and tails also being adapted for the ocean, instead of the cat-like tails we saw in the first movie. So now it opens the doors for all these new cultures and biomes to offer drastically different Na'vi with evolved physical traits for their specific environment. I can't wait to see what that will look like in terms of the clans living in the ice-cold polar region and the super hot desert region. But we also see they base them on indigenous cultures from our real world that have things in common, like basing the Methkaina culture to match our Maori culture here on Earth, even down to the type of tattoos they have, and having the Methkaina be the first Na'vi clan we meet with actual tattoos. So I can't wait to see which of our real world cultures they base these future ones on. That's not even to speak of how incredible and different these other Pandoran biomes could look and what new creatures they will also have. So if you bear with me, using the polar and desert regions they teased as a basis, I did a bit of research to see what kind of ecological threats they can create allegories for, as well as what kind of scenery and creatures we can see in these biomes. So starting with the desert region, aside from both regions being affected by global warming, the deserts are affected by drought, the drying up of the watering holes, vegetation clearance, wildfires, soil and water pollution, as well as water diversion. And of course, one of the main animals we can see a Pandoran version of for this region is the camel, as well as a lot of different reptiles like snakes and lizards. And I can see the Na'vi clan of this region being based on Native American tribes from the Southwest United States and creating structures and homes like the ones we see in these pictures. And now the polar region, which is also affected by global warming, but also by overfishing, mining, and oil and gas development. A couple of main animals we can expect to see Pandoran versions of from here are the polar bear and the reindeer. The reindeer is actually very important to the native people on Earth that live in polar regions, so that one definitely has to have a Pandoran version. The Na'vi clan themselves could also live the same way, mainly fishing, using reindeer, and living in huts similar to these. We can see some amazing scenery here, especially the northern lights, which we know are on Pandora because we do get a quick look at them during the first Avatar at night when they are moving Shack 26 closer to the Tree of Souls, when Norm is on top of the shack. But those are just some of my ideas and suggestions of what we could possibly see in these other regions of Pandora. I can't wait to fully see what the oceans of Pandora have in store for us, let alone what these other regions might offer. Do you have your own thoughts about these other clans and regions? If so, comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all my future Avatar videos. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.